Welcome to the Sylvanus guide. He's a Roman guardian.
This is one of my favorite times of year, Grover. Shall we go spread some seasonal cheer?
Yeah, thanks for the introduction, Sylvanus. Yeah, like I said, he's a Roman guardian. He's like, yeah, he's a nature god. And his role is obviously a support. He can be played in the solo lane. He has been played in the past before in solo, but for the most part you would find him in the support role. He's quite decent at it. He's technically not the best scaling support, but I would say when it comes to laning phase, he's probably one of the yeah, pretty much one of the best supports in the game. But that's only as far as laning phase is concerned. But yeah, let's go over his abilities, and then we can see why his his abilities might fall off. And what his strengths and what his weaknesses are. Go level 20 here. Since Sylvanus has a healing ability, you can basically rush a Lotus Crown on him, so you add an extra layer of utility for your team, which is pretty nice. And the rest is standard, pretty much standard Guardian support build with aura effects, maybe some CDR. It's completely up to you. What you build in the end, counter building the enemy, utility for your team, no utility for your team. Depends. Let's go over his abilities. His passive is called Nature's Bounty. That has been changed not too long ago. There used to be a completely different passive. So now when Sylvanus' abilities hit or are deployed, a seed bot appears, and when Sylvanus picks up the seed bot, he restores 2.5% of his mana, as well as lower his cooldowns by 0.25 seconds. And at level 20, this cooldown reduction is increased to 1 second. So basically, he has a little bit better late game scaling now, I would call it, since you can reduce your cooldowns way faster. I think the old passive was some sort of low when you basic attacked. It was either attack speed slow or movement slow when you basic attacked Sylvanus, or a cripple even. Don't really remember, but it wasn't that great. Yeah. So, and he's also a bit unique. He's a ranged guardian. I think the first ranged guardian was added to the game. So what's a bit unique about him is his auto attacks, because Sylvanus has AoE auto attacks. And it's these AoE auto attacks that make him such a great laning. That's one of the reasons why he's such a great laning support. Since you have an insane push at at level 1 already. It is really super hard to clear against the Sylvanus that has maybe another that has a hunter along with him with AoE clear or with fast clear, like Izanami and Sylvanus lane, will definitely out clear the enemy. That's not that's not even a question. They will definitely out clear them, and then there's opportunity windows for camp invades. Since the enemy duo lane is simply busy still clearing the wave, while Sylvanus and his hunter are already on the move for taking camps or anything. So yeah, well, you get the idea. It's pretty oppressive in the early game. And yeah, let's move on to his one. It's called Verdant Growth. Ground target ability looks like this. You throw this, the enemy gets stunned as a rooted, basically. And you can also throw this if you want at early levels. Can basically go to mid lane, and then you can throw one of those seeds behind the tower or something, because when allies are nearby the small growing tree, they are provided 20 mana per second from this ability. The pot, however, can be destroyed by basic attacks. You can have a maximum of 3 pots out. And when it's destroyed, they explode and release poisonous spores that reduce protections of nearby enemies. In my opinion, you basically don't have that much of a reason destroy the pot after all. Yes, 20 mana per second is quite something. But you need to keep in mind that you are open for attacks and stuff since the yes, it's not that huge. Well, technically it's huge in the early game because it's a flat pen reduction to protections. So basically, you have -5, -10, 15, 20, and 25. This lasts for 5 seconds. If you are squishy and you've destroyed the plant, then you get and people jump on you. They swing a lot harder, and you might get killed. So basically, it's in my opinion not worth it to ever clear these pots out, even though it provides magic. It provides mana regen. The radius is quite big. But I just would not clear out the sapling. It's just not worth it. And since the 20 mana, 20 mana per second, that's great in the early game. Not so great anymore come mid or late game. It's completely up to you if it's if you want to open up yourself for more incoming damage while clearing this. Clear it. I would suggest not to do it. So his next ability is called Wisps. This is some ground target ability of quite the radius, and what it does is it does damage to surrounding enemy gods, and it will heal allies. There's a ticking heal that heals over 5 seconds every 1 second, and the damage is also tick damage every 1 second for 5 seconds. So let's see how this looks like. You cast it like this, and then these wisps fly out, and then the damage ticking goes on for 5 seconds every 1 second. The heal is quite nice to get you up, but the most important part is the protections it hands out to allied gods. This is up to 30 protections for 5 seconds, which is for Squishy is quite a lot. Especially if you combine that with a Lotus Crown, so you supply a total of 50 physical and magical protections for a total of 5 seconds, which comes in very handy in team fights. So yeah, this is a pretty awesome ability. And also the heal helps, of course, as well. It's just not like Hell heal or Aphrodite heal. Those are much stronger. But for an AoE heal, this is actually quite a lot, and also the protections gained you gain from this, yeah, makes it such a great ability. This is basically I would technically level this ability, max out this ability first, because in the early game the heal is quite strong in the laning phase. So this is pretty much amazing. But let's move on to his 3. It's called Nature's Grasp. Sylvanus Trent launches his rooty hand out in front of him. This is actually quite hard to hit, since it's such a thin line and you can easily miss it. Since it's also a little bit delayed, it doesn't fire straight away. Yeah, I do myself miss that a lot, even though on the flip side I'm not that much of a Sylvanus player, but this is really not that hard to miss, really hard to land consistently at least. So what I usually do is I use the Verdant Grove to prep the target for the root. So it's rooted, and then I can just pull him over. And yeah, my favorite combo is basically you fire out the Verdant Grove, so you have the stun. And then when you pulled him, pulled your target, you fire the wisps, and so you can get going. As far as relics are concerned, we are talking about the ultimate, and this is why I bring up the relics real quick. You always want to get Blink on Sylvanus for the ultimate, because otherwise you have to walk up, since he's an immobile guardian. This is pretty much of a problem, so you need to blink in. And then you fire your ultimate right away. The ultimate it's called Wrath of Terror. Ground target spell. It slams his large trunks into the ground, causing large thorny roots to break out, and enemies that are hit are knocked up and poisoned. So there is some tick damage hitting the enemy. It's actually yeah, quite some damage. And yeah, it's basically it's a cool initiation spell with the knock-up. And it's especially great if you get 5 targets. Yeah, if you hit it on all 5 targets, so your team can basically steam roll the enemy team. In my opinion, however, overall, I find the kit a little bit weak outside of laning. And probably also Since this is a bit similar to some sort of gap ult, with the exception that the gap ult stuns and also does more damage, also more upfront damage and overall damage. Yeah, his kit is actually not the strongest, so in the end you become some sort of a bot that supplies protections to his allies. You probably don't have much value in going completely ham as a frontline. I think you should more focus on healing for your team, so you're standing maybe with your backline after you have your ultimate down. And then of course for picks, you can of course use his 1, 3 and 1, 2, 1, 3 and 2 combo. I can also do the ultimate quick. As you can see, here's a knockup. But yeah, I would rather say that he's more suited to stay with the backline, provide protections there. So you will position yourself between just about their front line maybe and their and your backline. Would personally it doesn't make much sense in my opinion to dive with him. I mean, you can, but it's no he has no hard CC to nail also he has no reliable AoE hard CC to nail down enemies somehow, or to get the dive properly done. The only hard CC, yeah, you have 2 CC spells, but and technically this Verdant Grove can root multiple enemies. It's possible. He just feels like, and you also have Nature's Grasp, which is nice for picks, and also to pull maybe someone out of their backline that is of the enemy's backline that is out of position. It just feels every time you're leaving laning phase and playing Sylvanus, he feels a bit weak. So, but I think that probably comes down to how consistently hit your pull. So you want to practice the pull. But like I said, he's at his strongest during the laning phase. He falls off in the late game. There are better guardians you can play. Yeah, I would say we are going to look for a game, and then let's see how he does in the gameplay situation. Alright, let's play.
Another episode of Joyful Pain with me, Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. Or maybe just Sylvanus, but I guess we can also play Sylvanus. But or the Mind Flayer.
Welcome to another
Yeah, I
episode of
think
Joyful
Bob
Pain.
Ross is just more fun. Yeah, of course they had to run Cerberus now. And I pick Sylvanus.
Let's start out today with a happy little treat.
How you doing? Take care of yourself.
Hello. Happy as can be.
Thanks.
Bless you, my friend.
Smashing!
I love you too.
This is terrible, but let's go
Now!
off leg and turn.
I'm going.
Okay, I'm the greatest.
Oh yeah, blinked.
You're amazing!
Happy as can be.
Thanks!
Return
Okay.
to base.
Yes! I'm on it!
I am.
Yes!
Oh my god, web clearing.
I make.
Just trying to make friends.
Okay, be careful!
And so it began.
You're amazing! Yank right lane!
Let's get crazy. Here's a happy little treat.
I am strong.
Bye! Thanks! Okay. Yes!
And now I had been slain. A teammate did a thing. Boy. Prepare for trouble and make it.
I make pain.
Smashing!
Just
Help!
smush it in there.
On my way! Follow me!
An enemy has been slain.
You're amazing! Thanks!
I'm just trying to make friends.
An enemy has been
Thanks.
smote. Yeah.
Bless you, my friend.
Awesome! A thank you doesn't pay the
Happy as
fiddler.
can
I'm
be.
going in. I'm building stacks.
Alright, let's, I don't know. After Magus? Yeah, oh.
You know me, I gotta put in a big tree.
Oh yeah.
Ultimate is down!
Don't make me angry.
Ultimate is down.
Attack!
Here lives a happy little tree.
Good luck!
Ultimate is down.
Somebody that's not you killed a guy.
Just smoosh it in.
I am strong.
Gank! You have been slain.
Ultimate
I
is ready.
save them.
Okay, okay.
You should keep an
make
eye on that
pain.
guy.
Okay.
Okay.
Take care of yourselves.
Don't worry.
Bye.
On my way.
Set up an ambush here. Enemies incoming left.
Enemy spotted.
Let's see.
An enemy has been smoked.
Yeah. Bless you, my friend.
Smashing! Be right back.
Be right back.
Ultimate is ready.
Gorgeous.
Okay.
Just gorgeous. Ultimate is down.
Thanks.
No problem.
Ultimate is down.
Gank! Gank! An enemy has been slain.
Well
Just a
done,
little
mate.
mistake.
Thanks. Cancel that.
Be right back. People might look at you a bit funny, but it's okay.
Right.
That looked like it hurt.
A lot more movement speed.
Running low on color on me.
Attack! Attack! Enemies behind us!
Wait. On my way.
Okay.
Ultimate
I
is
get a
down.
little hot under the collar. Bye.
Ultimate is ready.
Wait.
Okay.
Ultimate is ready.
Ultimate is down!
Ultimate is ready.
Like my hair? My squirrel friend did it. Ultimate is ready.
I make pain.
Bravery.
Rampage. You really should stop breaking things. Someone's gonna make
Well
you pay.
done, mate.
Strong.
Attack!
Shut down. A teammate did a thing.
Smash
Good
it!
job.
An enemy has been smoked.
Bless you, my friend.
I make pain.
I'm just trying to make friends.
Somebody that's not you killed a guy.
Smashing!
An enemy has been slain.
Can you dig it?
Be right back.
Okay.
Yes.
Happy
right
as can
back.
be. Set up an ambush here. Okay. People might look at you a bit funny, but it's okay.
What's the right way to eat Welsh cheese?
Ultimate is ready.
Killing spree.
He lives a happy
Thank you
little
doesn't pay the fiddler.
Let's get
Enemies behind us.
I'm just trying to make
What?
Just smoosh it in.
A teammate
Cancel
did a
that.
thing.
You're amazing! Attack!
Yes.
An ally has been slain. How much do you think the enemy team is
He
paying?
lives
An enemy has been smoked.
I love you too.
happy as can be.
I make hands.
I'm just trying to make peace.
An ally has been
That's
slain.
ridiculous! Okay.
Okay.
Ultimate is down.
Die for your master.
Truth?
Somebody that's not you killed a guy.
Let's go.
Ultimate is ready!
Now me. I gotta put in a
What the fuck is going on?
Where do you go?
A teammate did a thing.
Completed!
Sorry.
Group up!
just smoosh it
No
in.
problem. Attack! I get a little hook under the collar.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh my god, stop the destruction!
An enemy has been smoked. Yeah. Double kill.
Falling back.
Smells like someone's cooking up a killing spree.
Okay.
Cancel that. Okay. That's ridiculous. Ultimate is down!
Gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
A teammate did a thing.
Okay.
Alright, we get a ton of movement speed shenanigans here.
Here lives a happy little tree.
Somebody that's not you killed a guy.
Oh my
Bye.
god.
Okay.
Alright, it was the Sylvanus guide. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.
Well done.
Great work, class. Happy as can be.